Hi, I'm David Twyble, a flight instructor and ATP. Most pilots are taught that the graveyard spiral is a problem of orientation. Lose the visual horizon, the inner ear lies, but trust your instruments and you'll survive. That's the textbook version, but there's another layer, one I've seen repeatedly in instrument training and in day-to-day flying, and it has nothing to do with the attitude indicator. It has to do with the body's natural desire to live at 1G. From birth, our bodies have only ever known one gravity. The inner ear, muscles, and cardiovascular system are tuned to it. The moment you pull more than 1G, those systems register strain. The otoliths in your ear bend farther than they ever do in daily life, and your baroreceptors quietly urge your body to ease the pressure. The result is that every pilot carries a built-in G meter that tries to keep them right at 1G. That instinct keeps us comfortable on the ground, but in an airplane it can quietly work against us. In IMC, when a pilot enters a prolonged turn, the semicircular canals stop sensing rotation after about 20 seconds. The turn then feels level. The airplane, however, is still banked. To hold altitude in that bank, you need to pull back, producing more than 1G. But your body doesn't like that. It wants to stay comfortable. So you relax just a little bit, keeping the load near 1G. The airplane, now underpulled, starts to descend. The descent increases airspeed, which tightens the turn. By the time the pilot realizes what's happening, the recovery demands far more G than their instincts are willing to allow. Spatial disorientation sets the trap, but G avoidance is what springs it. You can't change a flight path without G. That's pure physics. A straight line stays straight unless a force bends it. In an airplane, that bending force is lift, the vertical component of G. If you don't pull, you don't curve the path. The airplane will keep right on diving. That's why in any spiral or nose-low recovery, you have to pull G early, before airspeed and loss of altitude make the demand greater. I tell students, pull like you're doing a steep turn, not to yank the airplane, but to reestablish that upward bend in the flight path while you still can. You can't override physiology with confidence or willpower. You have to retrain it. That's why early training should include deliberate exposure to G, steep turns, stalls, stall recoveries, done with purpose. Students should feel what 2G feels like, what half a G feels like, and how pitch changes create both. The goal isn't bravado, it's awareness. When pilots learn that heavier and lighter in the seat are tools, not threats, they stop flinching at G and start using it. That's what breaks the 1G trap. Thanks for listening. If you've ever experienced this yourself, or if you teach it differently, I'd like to hear about it. Leave a comment and let's discuss.